Panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
Repeatedly. It was not the choice, but it was a different kind of cleaving. I mean, he goes Battle Fury, right? It's a hard hero to push into. Monkey King is probably a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
It was
one of the most one-sided matchups.
Oh,
yeah.
The jump in. Monkey King has made the rotation down to bottom lane. Is going to try and get the early first blood on the Elimination. It's a pretty easy one for them. Moogie will pick that up. He'll turn and fight against Nisha, who's trying to go and put as much damage onto Faith as possible.
After that attempt, and now SECC, he's going to move out of this lane because he realizes, like, this is unplayable for me.
Yeah, but so they put the puck there. Yeah. At least he's got nukes. But that leaves the Monkey King alone at the top lane, where Kinguin have rotated Nisha up there to match him. Brings him down.
Gold for my town.
Brewmaster. Level 3 has had to shuffle around lanes a bunch. Is now facing up against Venomancer. Is going to be caught here by the Gale with a Clockwork closing in with the boost. He might be able to catch him. Pops the battery assault and gets in range. So this is going to be a very dead Brewmaster.
Absolutely no way.
Kill for Newbee.
Window though, because Exotic Deer doesn't have Insatiable Hunger quite yet.
Yep.
But still really tough.
Really easy for SCC to take this bottom tower, but it's the only lane that's going well for Newbee right now.
Yeah.
And the Brewmaster's still kind of getting enough out of it.
They're going to try to dive him right here.
Yeah. He's level 5, doesn't quite have his ultimate. It looks like nobody from his team is going to be teleporting in for him, so they're just going to give up on the Brewmaster. Again, a sacrifice that is necessary.
Comes up here with his level 6. Just scouting around.
How is... I just don't see... Oh, they're going to run into it too. Kinguin is going to be able to find multiple heroes, but misses out on the stun. Brewmaster pops his ultimate early, and they do manage to get the clogs. That kind of separates them from the Brewmaster ultimate, but on the other side is Nisha.
That's taking a lot of damage.
But Nisha is running really low, and he's actually getting bursted down by the puck. They can manage to keep at least 2 heroes alive on the side of Newbee, and they're going to go for the Brewmaster now. The Disruptor does manage to throw out his ultimate, but they caught the Brew with the coil, but they don't have anything to be able to stab it. But they managed to get the stun off in just the last second. And now the Brewmaster's stuck. He has to go for the kill onto Faith, but can't quite close the distance in time. He's a little bit too slow, and Kratos is going to end up going down here, stuck between KT and SCC. That was a huge turnaround for Newbee.
I think they'd be pretty comfortable going late game in this situation.
Moogie tries the fully charged lead to kill the Spiderlings, but doesn't actually land it. Now he's going to be caught by the rotation of the supports behind the tower. Tries to go for the ultimate, but ends up getting caught in Static Storm instead. Good cancel there from Elisa. 3-7 is the score, but Kinguin seemed to be still pretty good control, but it's slipping out of their hands.
His ulti, halfway duration, but
there's no way they can go for this kill without more than just the Brewmaster. Yeah, they need like multiple cores.
And the Brood, I think he's being pinged out right now. I mean, he's saying somebody TP it. Now they are.
Okay, but this is only going to be a Templar assassin. He has to burst them fast before the poison comes out. They do manage to get the ultimate out, but not a whole lot else. Not even the Gale.
Pretty tight window right now. Kinguin.
Okay, they are going to be able to get the jump in and coil onto multiple heroes here. The Static Storm doesn't actually last. They managed to get a really good hook shot through multiple heroes, but it's into the silence. He's not able to get off until the last second. Doesn't do it off now, but he dies in the process. His here is able to get out of those cogs to start running himself away, but he's slowed down. Can Newbee actually catch him? They need this kill desperately, and they are going to be able to get a KP. Bursting down with a silence with the help of Moogie. They're able to bring down the huge Broodmother kill and say hello to a Battle Fury and plus some. But it does, we already talked about how it was going to be a hard game for Kinguin to be able to close out. They are losing their net worth lead. They are going to get the initiation on SCC. He's getting bursted down so quickly. He doesn't manage to get off his ultimate, but in a bad position, only really hitting Exotic Deer, and he still dies. So Newbee are not able to follow up off of that, and they're going to have to give up Roshan.
Yeah, it's more important than grabbing that bottom tower, but it doesn't look like Newbee wants to quite give this up. They know that there's no primal split on the side of Kinguin, and so they're trying to slow this down. 26 seconds until...
Oh, glimpse back. They managed to catch the Clockwork here. Stun attempt to go down, but Nisha managed to dodge aside. They want Dagger continuing to get the damage down. Now KT tries to get some damage on the Broodmother. David Dick versus now Moogie with the ultimate. It's a good one. They're going to be able to get the Broodmother. Kinguin's up next. The Brewmaster, he's also dead. 2 cores down on the side of Kinguin, and they have to retreat away from the Roach Pit. They got greedy out of the map. They can try and go for this kill, but good thing for the Brewmaster. Nisha's also going to start making his way over the Templar Assassin, the big damage they need. There you go. They're going to pop the Brewmaster ultimate for this kill on the Ogre. They're going to try and find Kaka as well with the Storm Panda. Faith
Not even bothering to pop the shrine there. Thinks he's dead. They do manage to catch Clockwork with the tornado, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything about it. From Kinguin.
He's waiting for it for a while.
3 of them are moving towards mid lane. Smoke is going to pop on Exotic Deer. They're going to make the jump on an SCC now. He's already force-staffing himself away. They do have Conka to try and keep the Brewings away. The static storm goes down. He's able to get a little bit of distance and able to pop the ultimate. Now SCC is probably going to die here, but perhaps Newbee can still fight it out with all that damage over time. They already picked up Conka though, and now he's going to have to reset into that one. Now the reset with Mugi popping the ultimate, but no one's really locked in sight. They didn't get a good coil out. They didn't even get a good spring out onto Nisha. They're trying to go for the Brewmaster. He pops the BKB. He's good as well. Gonna go back in. Nisha, he's going to try and pick up the kill on a Conka on the back line. The Nyx Assassin controls up the puck. Exotic Deer's not quite there fast enough to be able to get the damage on a KP, and perhaps KP will survive. But Newbee, what a nasty fight for them. They didn't get anything off the initiation of the Monkey King. Have what it takes to be able to win these team fights if they just get the right kind of initiation and the disruptive plays from our Nyx Assassin.
Their team fighting is absurd throughout this entire tournament so far.
Oh yeah, I think Kinguin's been easily one of the best teams when it comes to team fighting.
Yeah, that was
They're going to run into Mugi first. Now Mugi, it does go invincible. He's got BKB. He's going to pop out. Goes out the ultimate with the BKB now. It's going to be in trouble. Mugi is dropping low. He's down to 33%. They're trying to finish him off.
This is so much damage.
That strike goes up and he's good. They have to work their way out of the ultimate, but Nisha's going to be caught by SCC. He's going to die next to the Roshan pit while Mugi keeps moving forward. Unable to find Exotic Deer, but that's 3 down from Kinguin.
Feeling it in these fights.
No, certainly not.
The single target TA not nearly as effective as this Monkey King is. She jumps in
there.
Yes, but this might be a decent fight for them.
But he does hook shot himself onto the Venomancer, throws down a Cox to make sure there isn't a
so
whole lot
far
of pursuit.
away.
But now, with the Nyx Assassin's Son, they actually control a lot of it. They push back Conka, but maybe they can keep on going here. SCC stands his ground with the Shivas, starts right-clicking all of them, and here comes Mugi. This is the big ultimate that he needs to be able to lay down over the top against Kinguin. Nisha was controlled up for so damn long during his BKB, but he had refraction up to was able to blink himself away out of danger, but Elisage doesn't have the same kind of mobility, and they still manage to catch the Mule Scepter and a static storm from the Disruptor trying to control up, but Mugi already popped his BKB, so he's able to keep on going. The Templar Assassin pops the butterfly and does manage to make it back to the fountain. Ever so barely because they didn't have the detection that far forward on the side of Newbee. Static Storm either.
Yeah, and that coil cooldown is so short. It's going to have it in just a little bit.
Refraction's just going to get burned out so damn quickly. Nisha, between the poison, the ignite,
Radiant structures are
Newbee are
fortified.
very easily handling this carry Templar Assassin, and the Broodmother just isn't doing much for them right now. Managed to get this onto another coil. Now
coil into the Monkey King.
No, he pops a BKB. He does snap himself, but it looks like the physical damage is just not going to be enough. Maybe Exotic Deer. Damn, it didn't last so long. They're going to try and pursue. They do. BKB wears out the orb enough to be able to finish him off right over the top. They're focusing on the rack. Buyback comes out from the Broodmother. They're trying to take down Mugi now without the BKB. And without the ultimate, SCC is going to end up going down. Mugi makes his back line, but his supports, they're not going to be as fortunate. Faith is going to be caught, but it looks back. KP playing around. Footsie here with the Brewmaster is able to orb himself away. So they lose 2. It's his AoE of casting.
Yeah, that's a cast range.
Yeah. We'll see it eventually. There's no way this game ends without it
Radiant's
being
top
casted.
tower is under attack.
And Newbee are going to go for that end game right now. Go for the top lane push. Exotic Deer playing in the trees on the left-hand side. Oh, he tries to go in. He does manage to get off the ultimate just before that strike landed, and he gets his first stun in. Now they're going to get the Yule Scepter, or actually the tornado coming out from the short hand, and both on everyone else. First it's going to be Kaka, next it's going to be SCC, but SCC already got up his BKB, and now Mugi's down with a gigantic command ring. They have controlled so much part of this map. Now, Kinguin have gotten fully out except for our Brewmaster. It looks like Disruptor goes down as well, but it's only 2. Maybe Kinguin still has a chance to be able to fight this one out without Mugi having that ultimate. They get it slowed down with the buyback. They're going to be able to get a glimpse.
They've got a second puck
Mugi.
coil.
Maybe they can catch him. Look at it. The side blades actually does a really good amount of damage onto Mugi, bringing him low. Hoping to be able to take that first Aegis without a whole lot of commitment here. But SCC, he's going to be one standing on the front lines now. Hurricane Pike, a lot of damage flowing his way. Not going to be enough to kill him. Mugi actually gets a really fast kill on the Disruptor. Comes in, finishes off the Nyx Assassin as well. Kaka trying to get the most disruptive clock he can with BKBs going up from Kinguin. They can turn and fight, but Nisha just can't stand it against SCC. He's taking too much damage. He can't even hide inside the meld right now. SCC, it's just poking him away. He finally, the coil wears out. He goes back to Fountain, but the rest of his team is entirely dead. Kinguin got run over by Newbee. No buyback from the Broodmother, and
Radiant's
that
top
is one of your big
barracks has
damage dealers. Newbee, you're simply going to be able to take that bottom lane of Rags.
Yeah, and they're even going to commit the buyback. I think they're going to call GG pretty soon here as
Nisha fighting to the bitter end, trying to take this one out solo, but it's just not going to happen. It's not his destiny here for game number 1 with a 27,000 gold lead and a very, very big Monkey King from Mugi. They're going to get one more kill, looks like, in the Templar Assassin before it's called.
A little advice.
Kinguin fights to the bitter end for this game number 1.
very back and forth game though.
Newbee victory.
I mean, you could definitely feel for Kinguin wanting to play this one out, especially since they did come so close to being able to...
Anti-Mage is that transition from hero to zero with 2 patches.
Yeah.
The latest ones.
He's at 0.
Okay, so who are you both going with?
I'll go with
Sure, let's do it.
Newbee's lineup.
Anti-mage.
Anti-mage.
Yeah.
I like it.
As soon as you hit 6, I think it's going to be really hard for them to kill SECC.
The roll in to mid lane. Exotic Deer is going to comp some damage to actually turn around and start hitting Myzik Serenity, apparently is the name of his bear. And Elisox does manage to get the kill on KP. It looks like they did manage to grab him.
That like, Sakuchi allows you to gap close.
Dyer's
You
bottom
almost get
tower
free
is
harassment
under
every
attack.
time on Geminate.
Yeah,
the
you get
swarm.
the bugs on him, and it's like, what
Yeah,
can you
it
do?
dies really fast.
Oh, well, Elisox managed to catch bait. They are going to roll inside of it. Oh, no, Kong actually went outside of the cogs, so it's not able to help tank the battery itself. Now, Elisox not able to get away. Barely able to get kill from Mugi, but he's going to be underneath the tower. Kaka just turns and fights against Pato as much as possible because they do have the bugs on him. So it's going to be Mugi picking up a double kill, and he's still going to be able to focus on Katsor here. He doesn't have a whole lot of Shukuchi time to play with here. It's just now coming up through the trees, and Mugi not interested in pursuing past the tower.
Yeah, mid lane
Rolling onto mid lane. Oh,
that
instant
timing.
feared, but he's still going to be able to close the distance with the Witch Doctor cast, follow up with the kick, with the Maledict on top of that. They only need a little bit more damage. Let's see the wand. Oh, that's going to undo a lot of it, so Exotic Deer should be able to look through this, and he's going to be able to get the root on the Witch Doctor, guaranteeing a turnaround.
Checking the bottom rune area.
6-minute runes coming up.
Regen? Oh,
And
good enough.
Jeez. They are going to be able to catch Katsor here. Maybe that can get him his level 6. The Maledict's going to do a good amount of damage, and SCC will ensure it with a couple more auto attacks.
Dyer's bottom tower
Oh,
is
but
under
Elisox
attack.
does manage to push SCCZ back, but because they got an Invis rune rather than the regen I was hoping for, he's going to be able to live. Now he pops himself out. The Saboteur does go down, but they're still able to get the Beastmaster kill pretty easily.
Are fortified.
You're still
This
on
smoke
anti-mage.
And they've got the level 6 in the Storm Spirit, so they should have enough damage here. They're going to be able to get the double stuns with the kick. Exotic Deer doesn't even have the Savage Roar up from that earlier engagement, so they're just not giving up on this Beastmaster. While they still have control of the war, they know somebody's going to come and counter it. So it looks like they want to be able to try and gank whoever goes for it. Katsor has already laid down the sentry.
They want to protect this area.
And they're going to roll in, seeing if they can catch Katsor.
Dyer's
Now,
middle
Elisox
tower
is making his
is
way
under
over.
attack.
Katsor's going to try and go for the TP out, but the paralyzing cast is there just
Oh,
in
no.
time. He has better, like, he comes online faster when it comes for kill.
Oh,
No,
no,
he's
he's
got regen. He immediately gets caught. What a setup there, but a really good silence kick coming out from our Earth Spirit. Now, the Sorcerer is still going to be caught inside all this, but maybe Mugi can rectify things by being able to kill everyone. Supports. Peytos is also low. Elisox is going to Maledict on him. They are all dead. He's going to be able to have a triple kill. And Exotic Deer does get a fear onto him, but the Weaver, Mugi is able to pop that time lapse. Not even trying to go for Exotic Deer in the back lane, he's just trying to get more damage on that bear. Times chased away from his lane constantly, but he has gotten a Soul Ring first, and then now has the Arcane Boots, just full on mana to make sure he's able to deal with the AM mana burn, but Rubik can't deal with Mugi, who is a hero hunting machine right now with the Diffusal Blade. Anytime he gets on top of somebody, besides maybe the AM. They might going to try and go for a kill here on KP. Now, Nisha's going to jump inside of these cogs. KP holding on to the Ravage here, and it's just going to get popped by the ultimate. So I kind of feel like there's a lot of pressure on Newbee.
He's going to make the jump.
Long jump for Nisha, but he may have spotted that one out. They're still going to be able to get the grab and the silence as well. He doesn't have the man to be able to spell that one just yet. So Newbee's game does come in at the right time. Boy, you could see the effect of that Kaya. A long jump like that, and he still had the mana to jump again and get a grab.
I hear a lot, but I have to do this.
Sorry, he's going to be able to catch him. Telekinesis goes down, but he can't actually steal anything from the storm that would be worth it. He had already popped the remnants, so he wouldn't be able to get the zip away.
Yeah. And that's why
they're going to go for the Beastmaster here. Exotic Deer can help him out with the Savage Roar, maybe. There it goes. They turn around with the Primal Roar as well in the Weaver. Pursuit goes out. It's got a lot of bugs on him too. Moogie might be able to finish him off here. Tries to get it uphill, a couple of hits, one uphill miss, and no, he still managed to get the time lapse away to safety as well. Beastmaster, he's not getting much of anything either. 4,100 net worth for him. They're going to go for Storm Spear with the pushback of the Cox. He's going to lose a lot of mana. Oh, look at that, a regen rune. Thank you, Ice Frog. I'll take that, and managed to stop LD Sasha's TP away as well. Punishment for daring to interfere with a Storm Spirit. To be able to bait out the Animage or something like that. But LD Sasha trying to go for it. Hoping for the big plays. Instead, just feeds a kill to Moogie, the ungodlike still.
Yeah, he's finally coming to take this fight. He can't allow them to just push.
Zip zap.
Jump in from SCC. Elisach.
How do you start off
for
this
the
though?
hook? Okay, there's the hook. Now the Cogs push back. Allows them to be able to burn a lot of time into the primal roll. That's going to be the agent. Costing Clockwork his life, but now Kinguin got to get out of here because there's too many members of Newbee. He's able to just blow up heroes. Nisha's actually trying to make his way back. Doesn't manage, barely get off the flank, but here comes SCC. He goes for more heroes. He's going to be able to catch the Beastmaster, even if he couldn't find the AM who pops the shrine for himself.
Where's the party?
Seeing how Newbee are so strong, but we'll see how the BKB AM is able to contest.
This is going to be the
this
huge
top
fight.
lane push. This is going to be the one that gives Kinguin hope at being able to tie out this series with Newbee and keep their hopes for a top 3 and early top 3 placing here at Perfect World. Nisha already down to half health.
Look
as
at
he
that
backs
damage.
himself away. They need a hard initiation for Nisha to be able to follow up, and they're just not getting the opportunity to do so against these Lincolns. Now to get the primal roar out, Nisha jumps in, but force staff already out. Hook shot, also another force staff goes down. He managed to get the back line. Nisha now starting to focus on KP, but he's already slowing the Ravage. And Stormbeard's going ham at the back line. There goes the Ravage out from Katsor. It's able to steal that one, gets a little bit of control out, but they're just keeping the AM out of the fight entirely. Now we silence up the rest of the team of Kinguin gone. They can focus down that AM easily. Newbee clean up 4-5 members of Kinguin, and they go for the buyback and they get a kill on a Tidehunter. That's not going to change a whole lot, and Newbee continue to push forward now, trying to take down the AM the second time. Silence is going to be enough. Triple kill for SCC. Newbee, they just seem to be far too strong for Kinguin to be able to deal with. They get the 2-0. Move on to the upper bracket finals.
It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.